So, I guess I'll kick things off with the drink of the day. So, this was my drink, and if you guys know me, my favorite alcohol is vodka.
We're taking turns. She gets this.
Yeah.
This week. I'm gonna do next week.
Yeah. So, my favorite alcohol is vodka. I'm pretty simple with most things that I do in life. Like, I want things to happen like this.
AKA
So,
basic.
yeah. Like, you heard the term basic bitch. Yeah, kind of. I line up to that. I wear Uggs. I like leggings, and I like simple drinks. So anyways, this is a classic vodka martini. I will post the ingredients, but pretty much it's just vodka, vermouth, and a little squeeze of lemon. It's good. I will show you. You guys saw Michelle's expression. Let me show you.
Oh,
mine.
we should have toast.
Oh yeah, toast to our
first show.
I think it's going to be a success. But this
Yes.
is our second taking.
Oh.
Because I forgot to hit record. I think it's good, but you feel it.
It's aggressive.
I know, I like a good martini. So that's our drink, and again, if you guys, like I said, with topics, like our random topics, tell us drinks too. Like, we're open. Michelle has this big ass cocktails
I do
book.
have this big book that my brother gave me.
Yeah, that's great. It probably has every drink that you can name. So
Right.
obviously, like, we could do like 5 years and not need
We
your
are pretty good on
suggestions.
drinks,
But hey, this needs to be interactive.
or maybe throw in the type of alcohol: vodka, gin, tequila, bourbon, whiskey.
Is Scotch.
Well, whiskey is a bourbon.
Scotch. Scotch is
Bourbon
different.
is a whiskey. But anyway, let us know. We have a big book of drinks we can do.
The ultimate cookbook. So yeah, so that's our drink. We will post the drink before the show so that you can drink with us when you're watching.
Yeah.
Because who wants to drink alone? Not me. That's when you become like an alcoholic. Anyways, all right, so that was our drink. Now into really fun stuff. I think like the meat of, not really the meat, but like it gets meaty. So we're going to TV chat.
The part we really like.
Yeah, so like I said, we're both big TV heads.
Kind of an addict. I think we watch way more TV than most people.
Yeah, like hours. Like if I'm
Yeah.
done with work at like 5 or 6,
Like
I
our binge
will-
levels are pretty strong.
pretty great. Like
Yeah.
that's why I appreciate you.
Yeah.
So like I know like I can binge an entire season in a night if it's good, and it'll be like 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, crap, I have work tomorrow. But we are going to be talking about 2 really great shows. 2 shows. One show we both really love, and then one show Michelle loves, and I started watching over the weekend, so I'm a little bit iffy about it.
But they're both reality. Keep in mind, we would prefer also scripted shows.
Mhm.
So if you have any suggestions for any new scripted shows, please
Yeah.
let us know, because we need to start something new.
Mhm.
We both just finished a couple of old shows. The last one, Animal Kingdom.
So good.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, it's amazing.
It's
So,
very reminiscent of like
TNT.
Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
And it was on TNT, so it's available on Hulu and Amazon. So.
yeah, and very like one of those like binge-worthy shows.
For sure.
It's about a mom, and she basically raised 4 thieves' sons. So, and they basically just like do a lot of stealing, but family dynamics, characters, it's just great. But those are not the shows. That's not the show we're talking about.
Nope.
We're gonna be talking about dun 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 dun, Married at First Sight, Atlanta just kicked off. I think we're on episode 3.
Yeah.
And Wednesdays, ironically, is when Married at First Sight airs. So hopefully,
Yeah,
like,
sure.
you can watch our show, which will talk about the previous episode, and then you can tune into the new episode of Married at First Sight. And then you'll hear what me and Michelle have to think about it the following week.
True.
And then we'll talk about 1,000-Pound Sisters. I'll let Michelle lead you on that one. So, Married at First Sight, it's set in Atlanta this season. 5 couples. The title is self-explanatory. People get married at first sight when they are at the altar. I guess, Michelle, I want to ask you, who's your favorite couple and why?
Well, let's talk about the couples, though.
Oh,
Everybody
yeah,
has their
that's
own
true.
couples.
Okay, that's true. All right, so there's 5 couples. There's Vincent and Brianna.
Right.
Okay.
Two black people.
Yep.
Um.
Well, he's Dominican.
Oh,
But
he
I
is
guess-
Dominican. That's
But I
true.
mean, they dropped us off at different places.
That's
We
true.
all
He is
the African
Dominican, she's
diaspora.
black. Both professional people. He's starting his new business. She's in a career.
They're both like late
engineer.
20s.
She's an engineer.
Yeah, both late 20s, family oriented, want kids,
And then
not
we got
immediately.
Jacob and Haley.
Yeah.
Jacob's the older guy. He says
Kinda
he's 38.
weird.
Looks like he might be in his 40s, but I don't know. Haley, 20s, right?
Very sorority kind of girl, has a lot of friends, been like
she's been
the
like the
bridesmaid.
forever bridesmaid.
Now she's a bride.
Yeah. So kind of a weird match because of the age gap.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have Eric and Virginia.
Yep.
Eric's a pilot, 34.
Super chill.
Divorce. But he got married like in the military for military reasons. So
yeah.
That. And Virginia's 26 and a partier.
Yes. Eric is the guy that wants to basically like have a nice evening in and maybe one glass of wine. And Virginia is, let's go out to eat, let's get wasted at dinner, and then let's go to a bar afterwards and continue to get wasted and Uber home. So,
at least from what we see, we don't know her personally.
Yeah. I like you, Virginia.
And then we have Ryan and Clara.
Yeah, but Michelle calls Ryan Mighty Mouse. And
yes, Ryan reminds me so much of Mighty Mouse.
Is it the
he's
ears?
into like working out.
He's just little.
He's short, muscular, and that's really probably most of it.
Yeah. But cute guy.
Yeah, cute guy. Virginia.
Clara.
Clara.
She's very bubbly.
Eric, a flight attendant. That's the first actual not the first interracial couple, but first black and white couple.
Mm-hmm. There was another interracial couple?
Yeah. And
must have been before Dallas, because that's when I started
New
watching.
England area.
In Boston.
It might have been Boston. Yeah.
Oh, it was like the Indian chick.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
White guy. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. See, I know a little bit of something.
Yeah. So that's them.
Yeah. We're missing one.
No.
Oh. I think we tried to block it out.
We did. We
Chris and Paige.
Yeah. So there's Chris and Paige.
If you know why we're like
probably already.
mapping.
I mean, even people that don't watch Married at First Sight probably know about Chris and Paige.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're only in episode 3, and I'm already hoping that she has a spinoff. I need her to get another chance because this was just not right.
Paige's other chance or next chance.
Yeah,
you've already titled the show.
That's true.
I like it.
It's not right. But they don't give me credit for that.
It's not right, but it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we gone.
That's the couples. 5
that's
couples.
the couples. Yeah.
So what I'm interested in is who your favorite couple is and why.
So favorite couple, Vincent and Brianna.
Okay.
They seem like the couple that just seem like they would meet outside of the show and would talk to each other. No one else on the show that they casted together that are married, that they put together, seem like 2 people that would date each other.
Definitely.
Like if they ran into each other out, I think Brianna and Vince would probably talk to each other.
For sure.
The others, I doubt.
I don't know how they match them.
Yeah. What's your favorite?
So I like them, but they're like so obvious. I think
Sure.
they're a fan favorite for everybody.
Yeah.
After last week's episode, I would say Eric and Virginia, and so Eric, I think I've just fallen for because he's always smiling. He always just seems very happy.
I love his smile.
And
it seems genuine.
Super genuine, and just like a very good guy. Like I think he came from like a good family, and you can tell he definitely wants to be married and settled down.
Eric's mom looks young. Did you notice
She
that?
probably had. I mean, she's been married to his father for a really long time, so I feel like she probably got married at like 20 something, like her early 20s. Yeah, she did actually.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks a little bit more mature,
right? Which is why it was like
strange.
weird.
Like that could be a sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Eric and Virginia. So like, even though Eric is a very like I said, like very calm guy, like wants to stay in. He's over the party scene, and then you see Virginia, who is 26. So you have to keep that in mind that she's a 26-year-old woman. She's still in that party phase. She likes to drink, but I think he kind of needs that. And they seem to be vibing really well. Like both of them.
He's really into her. She's really into him so far. So
yeah,
I think they'll work.
I just hope that like her drinking and like how social she is doesn't drive him away.
Right.
Because I could see that like happening.
Hopefully, because we are still in a pandemic, despite it being Atlanta.
Yeah, I was like, they're in Atlanta though. No
they're
mask.
not thinking it's a pandemic. It helps. hold her back from being. I mean, she can't
You
really go
think?
out, right?
I mean,
Like,
it's Atlanta. It's not shut down. Everything is open. Like how our bars are closed. Oh, by the way, we're in the DMV area, which is like the
Yes.
District of Columbia, DC,
closed.
Maryland, and Virginia. So
we have restaurants open, but we don't have bars open.
yeah,
so.
like you can't sit at the bar.
Yeah.
But so I mean, she can still go out. I think
Yeah.
I don't think life has changed for them. Like their life is basically like pre-COVID life with a little bit of adjustments.
Hopefully.
But that's my favorite
they,
couple.
They pull off of each other.
Yeah, they're cute. Like I hope it works out.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Least favorite besides the obvious.
So we're not
Chris
going to
and
say yes. Let's just elephant with Married at First Sight.
Everybody
Chris and Paige. No one's hopeful for them because it came out that Chris got his ex-fiance pregnant.
Who he was with
Chris,
3 months before
Chris was
he
engaged.
joined the show.
Yeah, right before the show. So there's that. I don't know why he was even picked.
I think the experts were trying to like give us some entertainment, but like I like entertainment.
Yeah,
I think it's entertainment enough
bad.
to see like strangers married at first sight.
Right.
What I don't want you to do is intentionally like fuck somebody's life over.
Right. Well, I mean, they couldn't have planned for her being pregnant.
No, but you could plan on the fact that he kind of
was
is
just
a jerk.
engaged.
Yeah, and he was just
I
engaged.
don't think the jerk thing, and we talked about this before, I don't think the jerk thing, he seems like the type that's a chameleon. He will put on a face for what he needs to put on.
So tricky though.
So he probably gave all good, I'm great,
Yeah.
and then showed it.
Yeah. What did he show? Do you want to like walk people
his
quickly
whole
through?
ass.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, the first couple episodes, even the other guys that were getting married were like, whoa, what did he just say?
Yeah. He's a lot.
So there was a build up to that.
Yeah. And I think they're the first couple that actually consummated their marriage on the wedding night.
And I don't agree. I don't remember who.
You need to research and then
I know,
let us know next
we
week.
need to Google that because I can't remember. But I really feel like they're not the first one.
Because Married
They
at First
might be
Sight,
the first one to be very vocal about it. But
yeah, Married at First Sight
I
will
feel like there
always
was a Miami couple
will
that might have
always
done
be
it.
a part. Oh, I didn't watch Miami. Yeah, I
actually,
watched
the Miami
Dallas.
one of the Miami couples
onwards
were very
on it.
like, yeah. So it
Okay.
might have been them. But I don't
Yeah.
know.
I mean, just to let you guys know, like Married at First Sight just started, so that will always be a show that we'll talk about.
Yes.
But we'll add in another one, just to kind of TV rant about. Okay, so aside from Chris and Paige, who are obvious choices of like they're probably not going to make it for obvious freaking reasons.
Yes.
Who would be like your?
My least favorite next to them would be Jake and Haley. He's older, like at
Old is
least
good.
10 years older, I feel like,
More mature is good.
than her. But
She says she likes dating mature guys.
He seems kind of blah in comparison
That's
to
true.
her.
Mhm.
I know they do a lot of editing, so maybe he's, it only came across like he loved his backyard, but that might not necessarily
And his
be
dogs.
his life. And steak and eggs.
Yep, he has a love for that.
But
I think he's also just like not a super social person. Like,
yeah.
if you saw like the last episode, he said on the wedding day, he talked about the same stuff to her mom that he did the following day, like when they went for breakfast.
Right.
I don't think he has anything to talk about other than working out, his
And
home
his
renovations, and eating steaks, like steak and eggs. Like that's kind of like his own topic, like his topics. But I wonder also if it's someone new. Like he does seem like he has friends.
Right.
So
Well, they were talking about in the Married at First Sight fan page on Facebook.
What'd they say?
It was editing with him talking about his house.
Oh,
He
okay.
really wasn't talking about his house all the time.
Oh, good. Okay.
So let's hope that that's the case.
Fingers
of course,
crossed.
everything can be speculation when we're talking about shows, but
So you don't like them just because you feel like they're too opposite.
Yeah, I'm just not feeling it. I'm not seeing a vibe with them. I see a vibe with everyone else.
Yeah.
I even see a vibe with Chris and Paige, but
He told her
he doesn't think he's attracted to her, and he has a baby on the way, not with her. So,
and she's like not even in love with him, so she can't even like work through that.
Right. So,
I don't know. I think I'm torn with Jake and Haley. Like, I actually think that she wants to be married, so I think that she will try to work things out with him.
All right.
And I think that like maybe she can get him out of his boring shell. Like get him to eat something more than steak and eggs.
Hopefully.
Get him to leave his house, which he's basically turned into his safe haven.
He has a beach at his house.
Yeah, like he's just built all this stuff in his house so he doesn't have to leave it, which is great for the pandemic, but what's life
I would
like?
like to see a beach in the backyard.
Yeah, I mean his house looks dope. He has a sauna. Like it seems like a great house. So you know if it does work out, like she's obviously gonna have to move there.
Obviously.
But I mean they both have dogs. They both seem to love their dogs a lot. She has a lot of married friends, so I feel like they can do a lot of couple stuff together. And he seems like he's able to vibe with like the other dudes. Mm-hmm. So I don't think he's an awkward person. I just think that it's really strong, huh? It's a martini. I know you're gonna give me a drink that has like more than 3 ingredients. I love it. I'll be finished before. I'll make sure I toast you though before I take my last gulp. So I have hope for them.
But who's your least favorite then outside of Chris and Paige?
I don't really have a least favorite. Outside of Chris and Paige, I kind of like them all. Like Ryan.
So you think all the other 4 are gonna make it?
I don't know if they're gonna make it. I have hope that they will.
Well,
but
everybody
like,
can have hope. Who do you think isn't gonna make it out of those 4? If you had to give it to somebody.
Okay, so I definitely think that Vincent.
Because definitely we're not gonna have 4 out of 5 couples.
Okay, Vincent and Brianna will definitely make it.
Yes, I agree.
I'm hoping that Eric and Virginia make it.
Fingers crossed.
So that's 2. Ryan and Clara, I don't think they're gonna make it.
I think it's possible for them to, I'm 50-50 on that.
He's very type A. Like he's just like he's a planner, like he's a project manager. Like he's very when his parents talked about him and kind of like he's a little bit rigid in things. Like but I also am just like, is he fun? Because I feel like I'm rigid.
I think the religion
but like
is gonna come into play with them too.
Yeah, both of his parents are pastors and she's just like I went to Bible study camp in college and I never
very blah on church.
Yeah. And I just
and religion.
But like shouldn't that have come out when the matching happened? Like I need somebody that believes in God and goes to church.
But maybe she said that she believed in God and just wasn't into church, which is possible.
Yeah, but like if you are with somebody that I don't know, I feel like they might not make it, and Jacob and Haley might not make it.
Okay.
Yeah, and we know Chris and Paige are just hopeless, so. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like my favorite couple is Eric and Virginia, but that could just be because I love Eric's smile. Yeah. And he's just always so happy. So there's like more to come. I feel like next, or I guess it's in, next episode is the honeymoon.
The unveiling of the whole baby on the way.
Yes.
At least it looked like that in the preview.
Yeah, like literally day 2, the guy that you just married tells you like, hey, surprise, I have a baby on the way. Like, that's a lot. Which means that they had to have been sleeping together not 3 months ago, but 2 months ago.
Of course.
Like most women, I mean, you kind of know after a month if you are pregnant. Like, get it together, girl.
I mean, some people don't.
I mean, we're adults. We know how babies are made, and we know how to not make them.
Do we not know people that were pregnant for months and didn't know?
You were very right.
Okay, so there it is. It happens.
Yep. True that. So yeah. That's Married at First Sight.
Yes.
So yeah, we will be talking about that every week. So stay tuned. And I'm very interested to hear your thoughts. I've just recently joined this like Facebook page about Married at First Sight. I've been very, very active. Like I love talking about it.
I put her on.
It's great. So, and it's like one of my favorite shows.
Yeah.
So, okay, moving off of Married at First Sight, which is one of my favorite shows, to something that is not my favorite show, and I just started watching this weekend. But it's Michelle's favorite show.
So it's not my favorite show, but I
really
like it. 1,000 Pound Sisters. So, disclaimer: I am obsessed with 600 Pound Life. I don't know why, but I think the whole they can actually lose all this weight. How did they even get that big in the first place? How are they even living their lives? Like they're over 600 pounds.
Like they're not mobile.
Yeah, like how did this happen? And there's always an enabler in it. Anyway, I wanted to see the storyline for 2 sisters that were close to 600 pounds, obviously because they're 1,000-pound sisters.
One's 606 pounds and one is 404.
Right.
So actually, they're over 1,000 pounds, which I think is 1,000 pounds a ton.
I don't know. We still didn't clarify that. I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna Google it.
So, I mean, you can Google it.
Oh yeah, I have my phone.
Yeah.
Okay, continue talking.
So, basically, 1,000 Pound Sisters just started season 2 this year, I guess.
Mhm.
And they're probably in episode 6 now, but we just started episode 1 this week. 2 sisters, Amy and Tammy. Hey, Amy and Tammy, they have a YouTube show as well.
2,000 pounds.
Is a ton?
Yeah, so they're half a ton. Can you imagine?
No.
Like your entire family's probably.
They had to go to like a first season. They had to go to
oh my god, like a
auto
recycling
place
plant.
to,
It was so sad.
like weigh themselves. Anyway, but season 2, they stepped up their game. They bought an actual scale that goes up to 700 pounds. So it brought the part that.
Is that really stepping up your game? Like
instead of going to a dump to weigh themselves.
Well, I guess I was just saying that they should work on not having to.
Well, that's
like,
a different part. That's a different part of the discussion.
True that.
So, basically, first season they went to a bariatrics surgeon or whatever. He told them about what they need to do. They need to lose a certain amount of weight. If they lost a certain amount of weight, they can go have the surgery. Tammy, the bigger one.
Tammy's the oldest, and then there's Amy.
It didn't work out. Amy did lose the weight that she was supposed to lose, and she got the surgery.
Amy also is very adamant she wants to be a mom, so I think she was
Amy
slightly
is also
more
married.
motivated.
Amy is also married, so there's that.
Yeah,
and they were living together actually at that time.
All 3 of them
season
were living
1
together.
Yeah,
It's just enabling each other and eating horribly.
So
mayonnaise and peanut butter sandwich. Did you check that?
Ew, no, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, her husband, he was like, "Ooh, make my favorite sandwich," and it was literally like they put mayonnaise on both slices of the bread, white bread. Who eats white bread these days? And they put peanut butter on it.
Who eats white bread?
I don't eat white
They
bread.
are over 400 pounds.
That's true.
They won't eat wheat.
That's true. Oh, and they have these huge logs of meat. I don't know if you guys like. Literally, it was like a yardstick of food. No, it was season 1 because they cleaned their acts up. When she went to the grocery store and they were like, they had to throw away all the bad food because they like after they came back from the doctor, and it was literally.
See, I saw season 1 last.
So you don't remember?
So
I watched season 2, episode 1 to be able to talk about it today, and then I went back and started watching season 1. So I got halfway through. But when it first started, they had to throw away all their bad food, and like everything in their refrigerator was bad, and they had like a log of meat. I've seen like 5-pound like beef like this. It was a yardstick of like beef.
I mean, they're big though.
And they buy those like all the Miss Debbie's like cakes that you can buy like when you used to have like be a kid, like Swiss Miss, those zebra cakes, like just I mean it was to me it was hard to watch the show because I'm a foodie too. Like I love to eat all things bad. Like chocolate is my weakness, but also I love fried food, so I get their struggle. But I also am mobile and can like walk and run and cycle.
So that's part of the problem, right? Like so season 2 starts with episode 1 was about
Amy.
It's COVID.
Yeah.
And they have now, after when season 1 ended, Tammy didn't make her weight goal, but Amy did. Amy had the surgery and lost like over 100 pounds. Cool. Season 2 started. Amy still had lost her weight.
Still losing weight. Oh, and she's pregnant.
And wait.
Oh, I'm like cutting things.
That was a surprise. Like,
well, people should be up to date.
Anyway, was she pregnant?
It's already on. It's on TV.
But like that's also the problem. Like, she finds out she's pregnant because she was constipated, and
that's pregnant. She didn't know.
Yeah, and
oh, didn't we just talk about somebody that didn't know that they were?
Yeah. So I
guess Amy is like Chris's ex.
Yes.
She was constipated for 4 months.
Tammy had lost the weight that she was supposed to for the surgery after the show, but COVID happened, so she couldn't go and have the surgery.
Is that what happened? Because I knew she lost the weight.
That's what she said. She said she had lost the weight, but she couldn't go to. She couldn't do surgery.
She just didn't lose the weight in time like Amy did.
Yes, because she lost it after the fact.
They needed to lose it in a month. They went to Atlanta. Yes. And this is what made me sad too, is they live in Dixon, Kentucky.
I'm not gonna say it like that.
I mean, it looked pretty small and like nothing. Like, I mean, their lives probably haven't changed since COVID. Like, what do people do in Dixon, Kentucky? But
I don't know, because ain't nobody have a mask on in that episode.
No, that's true.
Nobody.
Yeah, when they went to get their Was it Mayonnaise and Pet? I'm confusing season 1 with season 2.
No,
but
I don't remember seeing them out anywhere, but they definitely, except for at the cookout that they had, but
I've never seen people eat.
nobody had a mask.
Like, they had, like, slabs of meat, and I'm used to, like, the slab was huge, so I'm just thinking, okay, they're gonna split that amongst, like, 2 people. Nope.
Yeah.
Each family member had a entire slab of meat, and I've never seen someone scoop so much potato salad. Like, it looked like 3 whole cups of potato salad.
I'm worried for Amy, because Amy being pregnant gonna make an excuse for
my baby needs food,
her eating more, and she already got, like, that'll make her sick because she had this gastric bypass or whatever she
like
had
she's
whatever.
she's stretching that shit out.
So she ain't supposed to be eating all that.
No, that's
so
bad. But
we'll see how that works out. And she actually wasn't supposed to. The doctor said she should get pregnant for 2 years. So there's that. She got life. I don't know. I hope it all works out. We're gonna pray for them. Hopefully.
I'm praying for Tammy most often.
Nah, Tammy, I need to lose some weight too.
Because Tammy is just like continuing to gain weight and like.
But Tammy can barely walk.
Yes.
So I'm mad at Amy and whoever else is shopping for Tammy, because Tammy can't eat but what you give her.
She can't go to the grocery store.
She can't even go to the grocery store no more. So
she literally was eating a bag of Cheetos. She just had them on her chest like this, just
like how she get them Cheetos.
Right, Amy.
She couldn't even walk to the mailbox in front of her house. There's no way.
Oh, that's right. She had to get her sister to get her a chair. She made it halfway from the house to the driveway, and
only because she forced her.
Well, that's true. But it wasn't like it was that close. I will give it to Tammy that it was a walk, but I mean it wasn't. She should have been fine. I know. Also, Tammy is really mean to Amy. Like, they have a very codependent relationship.
She's not mean. She's just a child.
She's a hater. She's upset that Amy is married. She's upset that Amy's smaller than her. She's upset that Amy can walk around and move around. Yeah, she's a hater.
Well, I mean, if you would.
But it's not Amy's fault that you are the way that you are.
Is it not Amy's fault? Because how does she get the food?
Well, Tammy did say that.
Okay, so how is it not Amy's fault?
Okay.
Technically, as we talk this through, it is Amy's fault.
It is Amy's fault.
Amy, do better.
Yeah, Amy, Tammy, if you guys are watching, like, do better.
Tammy can't get them Cheetos unless you give them to her.
No. And they need to I was also really concerned that they both just didn't understand what healthy food was. And, like, I don't like, in this day and age, you said there's Google, just put in healthy food.
The surgeon gave them, like, meal plans.
They literally, she just kept saying turkey meat. That's all she would say, turkey meat.
He didn't just send him home and say lose 50 pounds and figure it out. He was like, here, this is something that you can do.
After watching this show, I felt like that's what he did. The way that they acted, they went to the grocery store, it was like, I just don't know what to do. I'm going down these aisles and everything that I want to get is bad. And I'm like, me too, but I just don't buy the stuff. Because if I buy chips, I know they're going to be gone in a day or two.
Yeah, that's how you.
And I'm going to be upset about it. So I know that I can't buy chocolate bars because.
Right. And I buy chocolate because.
You don't like it, but you couldn't put Skittles in your house.
I could not have Skittles in my house.
Yeah.
Or any candy.
So Tammy, Amy, we understand. I think everybody understands your pain. But
we just don't have nobody buying it for us to put it in our house.
And we're not buying it for ourselves.
Nah, I won't pass that. I act like it's not even there.
Sometimes you can treat yourself, but like not every day. That's when you become 600 pounds. Is when you treat yourself every day that you become 600 pounds. We're not treating ourselves every day. So.
All right. Well,
we've exhausted our TV
chat.
That's
enough of that.
So yeah, if you guys like us talking just about those 2 shows, we can continue. But also,
but we really do need more scripted shows.
Yeah.
I don't have anything else to watch right now. I have nothing else.
I mean, I mentioned Housewives, but you're not watching
Firefly Lane with.
Oh, I saw that about like 2 best friends on Netflix. Is it good? It's with Katherine Heigl
I fell asleep after the 2nd episode.
Okay, that's not a good look.
No, but I watched it late.
Okay.
Because sometimes I turn on shows late.
Yeah.
So I think that's what happened.
But also, like, I watch Animal Kingdom late, and it keeps me engaged.
Yeah.
So I mean.
Oh, Evil! I started Evil, but I finished it already too.
Evil.
What's that about? It's about evil shit.
Is it what's it on?
It's about I saw it on Netflix. It's
Netflix is winning, by the way.
What's his name? Black dude from but you don't watch superhero stuff.
I don't know about Anthony Mackie.
I don't know that name. No, I don't know that name.
Okay, I'll just Google it. Evil. It's good
evil.
though.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like a priest. They got a team of people that try to debunk whether people are actual something that needs an exorcism or it's a psychological problem.
Interesting. Okay.
And going back and forth with that. And now we kind of countering both.
There was a really good Netflix documentary about the serial killer in like 1984, 85. You should look him up.
Who?
I forget his name, but it was in LA. Like,
So you just not gonna give me the name? You could just give me a description of the show
I know.
and not tell me.
I can Google it.
This is the stuff that happens. Like,
I'll have it.
how can I see a show? How can any of us see a show?
That's true if I don't have the name
You
for
just
it.
gave me a description.
I think you just said Netflix and it sparked my head of like, oh my god, this was such a good show. But he was so like he needed an exorcism. Like, I've seen Evil. Like, he might have been worse than Charles Manson.
Was it the one on the dating show?
No.
Okay then.
He basically was
We need to
just
stop
like,
talking about this because
Yeah,
she
I'm
ain't
not
got
gonna-
nothing for me.
I don't have nothing. I don't have anything.
Anyway, moving on.